Hello everybody, welcome to Sunday's video. Same clothes, Rich? Yeah, because I'm bulk recording on a Friday because today I'm in Manchester, giving it large. And I've probably had my head smashed in for doing that particular impression. I promise not to do that impression when I'm in Manchester. Is trying to sleep right now. But in all seriousness, let's talk about the Sinister Sentinel sideshow. Effectively, July 4th deals on speed. Or some sort of psycho druggy thing. These oh, it's late, I'm delirious, I need to get on with it. Yeah, okay, so these deals are going to be very important. We talked about this in the live stream recap, but I think it's going to be very important for most players, especially when it comes to hoarding units. Kabam are trying to make this big emphasis on what the videos that we've talked over this weekend about is progression, horizontal progression, bringing you from your very early start points of the game, or progressions you're like, well, I'm Thronebreaker, I'd love to get to Paragon. I think it's definitely for, like, you know, Proven, Conqueror, Uncollected, Cavalier. Like, it's all about trying to get you up to the next level without having to do difficult content. Yes, nowadays you can bypass content. Did you know that? You probably did, but that was being a new thing, especially because Kabam want to make an emphasis of new players being able to get up further, quicker and faster, and also players that have been stagnating around old accounts come back to the game, you know, go for your push further and go further with stuff. And that feels like that's the emphasis. Like, you could say to yourself, well, I want to come back to the game for the new events. Like, the new kind of super event is going to allow players that are returning players to feel that they don't have to put much effort in order to get further. And that's it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I've always emphasized in this game that you need to build a roster. You need to have a plethora of champions. But it's like Kabam was saying nowadays, it's like you don't need to do the hard work to get champions. Or, sorry, you don't have to do the hard work to make gains. Which, unfortunately, that's the gaming world. Like, people want to make gains in games without having to do a lot for your, like, effort. And of course, you can do just that with the upcoming deals that Kabam have got in store, which, you know, this is what they said, it's a flavour. So the format, as I say, is very similar to last year's, which was, you know, you kind of go up, or once you buy one thing, you go on the other, which, for example, looked a little bit like, if I can get it, this right here. The Fun in the Sun sale. Very different. This was last year's, June 30th to July 7th. I think it's different this year. I think it starts on the 28th of June. So how you do this is you pick a tier 1, you go to it, then it allows you to open up a tier 2. But it says purchase one of the 3 bundles to unlock tier 2, blah, 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 tier 3, and then you unlock to tier 4, and then you go to tier 4 and you can purchase it. Unfortunately, it will mean that you need a high amount of units. Will I be spending units? I don't know, because I'm non-spending. I don't know if I'm going to be spending a lot of units on this one, especially because based on this, which it was across the board at the time. Back to it. But where's Paragon? There's Paragon. It was 750, so 3,750 units plus that. So at least 10k units right there. I think I'd need about 16,000 units. Is that right? Quick math, Rich. 18,000 units, whatever it is. So I need that, and yeah, I'm just not like, well, let's see. The deals come out. Let's see if they're good or let's see if they're bad. We've still got 14 days at the point of recording this video, which will be when it hits Sunday. That's 2 days, so that's 12 days until these events pretty much go live. And we can make an assessment on this one and go, like, is it good? Is it bad? And will you want to invest your units? Especially if you want to... And look, people will invest their units into this. Mainly as you get yourself a 7-star Weapon X. But it depends on the volume. Like, if you are going to have to invest about 20+ thousand units, not so much. Would you wait? There's another thing as well. Like, instead, would you take the 20,000 units that you might kind of look to invest in this and wait for, say, Banquet event or July 4th, not July 4th, Cyber Weekend deals, Well, this is probably a limited opportunity. I do think we'll have an event similar to Cap's Commissary, which, if I remember rightly, was September of last year. Man, time goes on. But I think, yeah, September we had Cap's Commissary. So whether or not a rare 7-star will be in a similar type of event in, what is, 3 months' time. And people may look to farm units in order to prepare for that. I'm personally looking forward to that new super event, which will allow quick access to those units to make said gains, and everything will be all right with the world. This particular event, right? I want you to at least consider, especially as a spending player, that the store, the web store, may be the best place to buy. This, I mean, for a developer perspective, it takes money away from greedy entities like Google Play and also like Apple, who take a massive cut of stuff. So using the web store is normally like a better way to go with it. And Kabam have said that they're going to do like a limit of 4 as opposed to like a limit of 5, which they had last time. So this could give, you know, added benefit, and Kabam obviously have that. I really wish they'd do an improvement of these kind of like bonus events just for people. I mean, it's kind of like come to a point where the evolution of this is probably needed to kind of go on. You know, we've got 6-star relics, we've got, you know, 7-star shards, 6-star shards, but no 7-star shards. So I think that maybe this is an opportunity for Kabam to kind of like, you know, buff that and improve that down the line as well. And the added free 6-star version of Mr. Sinister is always gratefully accepted because it's a great champion, recently buffed. So look, getting this for free is quite nice. Is it worth spending an extensive amount of money on? Down to you. Like, you know, you spending money is a personal choice for me. It's just a unit choice. Like, once I've moved to the new house, I can start setting up stuff and kind of having more free time, especially to play the game more. Although in a month's time we do have the release of the Marvel Rivals beta, so I think I might be, I'm back to live streaming in not late June, in July time, once me and Em have kind of like discussed how we're going to do this kind of edit record type scenario, and how that could be like helpful, and how we're going to try and like do things moving on, so that I can get back to live streaming, which of course is a bit of difficulty with doing the day job and this. So yes, for free to play players, cash deals are going to be, as in CACHE deals, are going to be so darn important to choice. And as well, this event is going to be down to luck. If you got 20,000, because I think that this 7-star Wolverine, Weapon X, is going to be about like 24,000 units maybe, that you will have to kind of consider sinking some units into it, especially if you want the champion. Anyway, that has been the video. What are your thoughts on the upcoming event? This one right here, the Sinister Sentinel event. Oh, it should be good, but very weird because it says it's tier 4 offers is different than tier 8 offers, so there could be some really interesting stuff with that. We'll have to see. Probably do like a, I don't know, a prediction type video. But Kabam have said, and this is the point I want to leave the video on, is that this particular deals, or these particular deals, are going to be meta deals, better than Necropolis, which is a bit of a concern. But hopefully, at least say Valiant players, or well, any players really, will have, at least for a small amount of units spend, will be able to get good stuff. And that is what I hope for. But I've been stung before. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video. What are your thoughts? Thanks. Bye.